How you doing, VYG? Welcome back. It's another Saturday Live, bringing to you what blesses you, what benefits you, what makes you better if you take it seriously. What seriously? The things that we teach you and we show you here, because in the Victory Youth Group, we don't like to waste time, nor do we like to stay behind. We always like to advance, progress, and do what we can with sometimes the very little time that we have.
How many doors have I tried to open? Let down by the things I put my hope in. These things never seem to go to plan. Pain can't be solved by man. I'll give God a try and open up the door. Look deep inside, it'll show me something more. A peace that surpasses all understanding. I'll give God a try and open up the door. Look deep inside, it'll show me something more. A peace that surpasses all understanding.
Please help me, I'm yours now. As I walk through this door, I am found. Oh, please help me, I'm yours now. As I walk through this door, I am found.
In this song, you see that the girl was singing that many people try many alternatives to try and overcome their challenges and difficulties, like young men who try drinking, alcohol, drugs, video games, porn, what else? They try to go out, they try to be in a soccer team, basketball team, a sport team. They try to do all these things to be like an escape way for them to break away from their current reality, which may not be too good for them now. It could be that they're facing a lot of problems at home. It could be you are facing a lot of challenges within yourself. You can't put your head straight on a book. You can't focus. You always get distracted and you're never seeming to be where you want to be. And a lot of young people, they have these escape ways to try and forget what they're going through and deceive themselves into thinking that at the end of the day, everything's going to be fine. Let me enjoy the moment that I'm doing this. Problem is that what happens when that basketball match is over? What happens when the weed is over? What happens when the drugs are over? What are you left with? Well, this is where I come in and I say you are left with the last door. And a last door for you can be the Victory Youth Group. Many young men and women have passed through here who have done it tough in life, who had all sorts of bad experiences, but they overcame. They made it, they succeeded, and you can too. I want you to see this young person's story, and we'll be right back just to prove to you that what we're saying is legitimate and real.
My name is Bijou, and I'm originally from Congo. Before I joined the youth group, I was quite closed up inside, but nobody would know that because I always was around a big group of people. I was amongst the popular girls. I was one of the popular girls. Quite a few people wanted to be like me. I was very outgoing amongst my friends, but inside I was very introverted. And I'd be really bubbly, going out to parties, drinking, smoking, thinking that would bring me happiness, but it was only temporarily. And the reason I'd become this way is because I'd harbored a lot of grudges against my dad when I was younger. I moved from the Congo to the UK when I was 4. And I think the contrast between the two countries and the culture shock affected the relationship between my parents, so they eventually separated. But before that separation, there was a lot of arguments, there were a lot of fights, and I would witness my dad literally punching my mum. And it was hard for me to see such a thing because I used to love my dad. I was such a daddy's girl. Everything that he would do, I wanted to do too. He turned from a father figure into a monster. And as I grew up, this hatred grew more and more and more, especially when he left the house. I thought, what are you doing? You're supposed to be looking after myself and my brother. You're supposed to be like the breadwinner of the house, but my mum is struggling. She's having to do everything. And I wanted to help my mum, but I didn't really know how to. This continued till about, let's say, secondary school, just before I went to uni actually. And when I went to uni, I thought, this is freedom. And around the time I was at university, I found out that my dad had another family back home in Congo. So that was the reason why he never wanted us to visit extended family over there, because he was trying to hide his secret. This made me even more mad. I went even deeper in towards the parties. I started seeking affection from guys, even though I knew I didn't really like them, but I just wanted the attention that I wanted from my dad from them. And it wasn't until I think the age of 21, I just finished university, and I remember finding out the news that my grandmother had just passed away. And this happened so quickly. I was originally supposed to fly out to the Congo to celebrate my graduation over there, and just a few weeks before, actually it was 2 weeks before, my grandmother passed away. And I felt really low, and I didn't know how to mourn, because I just decided to be a mother to my mum, because she'd lost her mum. She'd crumpled before my eyes, and she needed somebody to comfort her, so I took on that role. My dad wasn't around, so I thought I might as well be the person that she needs to look after her. I didn't know how to cry, I didn't know how to express my feelings. I was feeling all sorts of emotions inside of me, and there was nobody there who could speak to me and calm me down. By the time we came back from the funeral, things weren't going my way. I had applied for jobs before graduation, but I'd missed out on the interviews because I had to fly out for the funeral. And so I wasn't just sad, and nobody was there to help me. It wasn't until I came to the VYG that I started to understand that I needed to let go of these feelings. I didn't want to join the VYG festival. I thought, I'm 21, I'm so used to clubbing, I'm so used to raving, I'm so used to living by myself, I don't want to be jumping around with little kids. But what I understood is that I was the one carrying all this pain, and he had no idea. He was there living his life, and I was the one feeling hurt. I was the one feeling down, let down by boys who were giving me unnecessary attention, and I thought they were giving me love, but they weren't. And the VYG helped me to not only overcome these inner issues, but also overcome everything else around me. I had to reach out to my dad. I had to ask him for forgiveness, tell him everything that I was feeling towards him, and try to remend that relationship. It was hard at first because I didn't want to, but I knew deep down I really did. I missed him, and deep down he missed me too, and he didn't know how to reach out to me. But once we'd started communicating, everything just started to fall into place. And now me and my dad were really good friends. We speak all the time, and it's funny because I never thought I would ever forgive him. I never thought I'd be able to call him dad anymore. Faith for me is something that we have inside, but we're not always aware of. It's like the potential to be something, to do more, to change, and stuff like that. But I didn't really think that I had faith. I knew about God. I called myself a Christian because I had been to so many churches before, but I never developed a relationship with God. And coming to the youth group showed me that I wasn't who I thought I was. I wasn't the type of Christian that I thought I was. Even though I'd been to churches, I hadn't changed. I hadn't taken it upon myself to analyze myself and see that I could become better, to see where I was going wrong. I always blamed other people and never took the time to actually blame myself and see that I was also at fault. So the relationship with my dad showed me that I held a grudge towards him. I was rude, I was disrespectful, and faith allowed me to see that I had also decided to contribute towards those problems, but I hadn't realized that. But faith allowed me to come to terms to that and change the story of my life. That's what allowed me to move forward, and that's what allowed me to transform my life and re-mend the relationship between myself and my father, and see other things fall into place inside of my life, and to finally get peace. One thing that helped me was to open up and to realize that I wasn't perfect, to realize that other people weren't to blame for the situation that I was going through, that I had also contributed towards the situation. And if you want to change, just open up. No one is here to judge you. No one is here to condemn you. No one is here to put you down. No one is here to look at you funny and say, wow, I don't think I can help you. That's not it. That's not what the VYG is about. If you truly want change, take this opportunity and speak out, because it's there for you.
Interesting, isn't it? When we say that you got to move forward, when we say that you can, when we say that you will, we're not just saying that to motivate you. We're saying that because we really believe it's in us that you, young man, young woman, you can be happy, you can be successful, you can do what no one else has done until now, because this is aiming high. That's what I want to talk to you about today. We've got to aim high, people. We've got to be real. We've got to know our limits. We've got to know our place and position, but we ought to aim high. Like you hear, aim for the stars, fall on the clouds. What does that mean? It means simply that if I'm aiming for something great, if I don't get there, if I don't get for some reason where I want to be, at least I'm gonna fall back on a place that's near there. But if I'm aiming for little things, if I fall, even in that, if I fall, I'm gonna get low. So aim high, aim high, aim high. That's the word that I want you to understand today. If you aim high, the worst that can happen is that you're gonna fall a little bit lower than what is high. So if you are there watching me right now, and for some reason you're going through suicidal thoughts, you're self-harming, you're addicted to porn, you can't keep a decent relationship, you have unwanted children, you know, you made mistakes as a young man, as a young woman, some irreversible, some are, but you're going through a real big headache at the moment. I want to extend our helping hand to you so that you can find help, so that you can find that standard that is high, so that you may be able to do well and build your foundation for your future, because that's what's at stake here. That's what's on the line, your future. And you don't want to have a messed up future. You don't want to exchange 20, 30, 40, 50 years of your future for a couple of months of stupidity that you may be performing or doing right now. Come on, let's think. Let's aim high and big. What's more valuable, 50 years of your future or this night that you're gonna go out in the weekend? Tonight perhaps, or maybe next week, or whatever. What's more important? A couple of hours or a couple of decades? That's what's at stake here. So here in the youth group, we're here to help you. Speaking of help, I want you to check out what we've been, or who we've been helping out there in the community these days.
Hi everyone, VYG is here at Ingleburn Live with our Auto Tune Challenge. Let's check it out. Challenge to them. As you can see, the youth are here having fun. It's a way for them to let off the steam, express themselves, and find peace. Check it out. Awesome, and you just finished the karaoke. How did you find it?
So much fun, it was awesome.
You guys just finished the Auto Tune Challenge. How did you think of it?
It was fun.
Yeah, you had your superstar moment?
Yeah.
Awesome. Would you come back again?
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is the HELP Project, a project created by the Victory Youth Group to reach out to young men and women who may be doing it very tough and hard, emotionally and mentally speaking. Every young man and woman deserves to be happy and at peace. The Victory Youth Group goes out preparing these letters that have the word help to call attention, that are bright yellow, tying them on places in different locations so that we can reach out to an audience that may be vast and great, and that we may write to them with personal letters, as you can see, of people's stories and testimonies of how their life was transformed. A very simple letter that explains that they one day had challenges and difficulties, but by coming and finding help in the Victory Youth Group, they found the solution to their mental/emotional challenges. And we want to reach out to you who may be facing the same thing. So if you're watching this video and you really need help, join us. We will help you. Well, I wanted to cut it short for you tonight. That's what we have to offer to you. If you're interested in coming to the Victory Youth Group, please don't hesitate. Feel free to contact us at PMing us on our Instagram or Facebook, whatever social media you're using to watch this session, and we'll get back straight to you. Join us every Sunday, every Wednesday. We have 2 sessions to get you back on track in life or to keep you on the road to success. We'll see you soon, if not in presence, here online. See you soon. Bye-bye.